it's UPB, the OptionMillionaires.com. On this Thursday, June 18, 2015, S&P 500 futures are up over 0.25%. Federal Reserve, yesterday we saw a nice spike to the upside. Overnight, we melted lower to get back to yesterday's lows. Before here, we're recovering those losses. Can we get back to yesterday's high? Sure looks like it. If you look, the week started off with a negative tone, but we're looking to regain the highs of last week. In the whole context of things here, over the last year, we're consolidating in 2015. It's been a tough slog, really, the last couple months. But individual names have been working quite well. Let's look at a stock that JP at Option Millionaires has been behind since the start of the year. It's really starting to break out. AMED is the ticker, and you can see the breakout to the upside back in April. Was entering the $33 calls at 15 cents and later on at 19 cents, and those went over $7 yesterday. Impressive move. So individual names are working. We're going to keep an eye on the bond market. I bring up a chart here of TLT. I talked about this earlier this year, bumping up against this trend line. Failed to break out and came through, sliced right through support. Came back up to kiss it and now looks poised to head lower, which implies higher interest rates, which is what the Federal Reserve said they're going to do down the road. And we'll see if that does indeed happen. It's been 2008, December 2008. Since we've been in this 0% interest rate policy environment. A couple other stocks here to look at. Wynn Resorts, again, I remain in the calls as we're off support. We'll see if this selling has abated. If you look, yesterday's volume, in spite of a nice up day, 1.5% to the upside, very low. And also looking at Apple here. Look at Apple. You can see it's still hanging tough in here. If you draw a trend line across, broke out of this broadening descending wedge to the upside, but could not maintain those gains. But support here lies at 125. You see 127.30, and I still believe this stock is heading towards record highs. I might add calls into the week's end here as the Greece debacle finally wears off. Of course, if you look at the financials, yeah, they're not really pricing in much of a move to the downside. We're up near post-financial crisis highs for XLF. And if the financials are getting bought in anticipation of a Greek default, does that really make any sense? So you can see the move up we've had since the financial crisis. Also, you can look at the VIX. The VIX still not elevated considering the looming default. And if you draw a trend line right across here, this is a beautiful channel it's been contained in, and it hit the top side of it. It's been pulling back, looking for a move lower, which would imply higher stock prices down the road. All right, UPB, OptionMillionaires.com. It's the morning minutes here on this Thursday, June 18th. I'll see you in the chat room. Everyone have a great trading session. It's all Greek to me. Goodbye.